All on the NSE.
So, Prashant, you mentioned Wonderla. Let me, put on board over here because we were speaking with the management earlier today in trading hour. Not often do you see businesses literally thumping the table, talking about pricing as well as footfalls, categorically saying, I mean, price points for Wonderla Holidays for their theme parks are higher, much higher than where they were even pre-COVID. Forget the whole COVID disruption. Plus, they're building 2 more parks. One in Tamil Nadu is kind of on hold right now because of some tax issues. They're looking for some tax incentives, but the Odisha one is underway. And very, very robust numbers coming through for Wonderla Holidays, and the market is liking the sound of that. So that's one mid-cap that's definitely flying away today. Neeraj, since we're on the subject of a lot of mid-caps, new age companies doing well, stock like Wonderla, some of the other result reactions like Thermax. Tell us 1 or 2 names that you like, something that's caught your eye.
Actually, among the stock that we track, Surya Roshni was one which came out with very good numbers, because besides their lighting and consumer business, their pipes business is doing very well, and that all the consumer industries which use their pipes should do well with the kind of order book that they have. So this is one stock from the result. The mid cap that I like, another one I think from the infrastructure space, there are companies like Kalpataru Power, then there's railway companies like RITES, which I feel are the ones going ahead also with the kind of order book positions that they have. And even in the rice pack, though there was some pressure on the margin, but top line has been pretty good for companies like KRBL. So that also I feel should do well. Margin should improve going ahead for them.
Should see some improvement. What else are you? Have you picked up anything over the last week and a half? I mean, the entire Adani issue it blew up in such a way that there was a fair bit of dislocation which happened. Very large, significant price moves. Did you pick up anything during that period, Neeraj?
Yeah, basically some banks definitely, because something like IndusInd Bank, which we've been tracking. IndusInd Bank also came to very attractive levels. So IndusInd Bank from the banking space is something which we added. And even the NBFC space among the housing finance companies, Home First is one which results were very good. It corrected after the results because of whatever was happening with the market because of the Adani stock. Home First is another one we added there. And among the, like I mentioned, about the rice companies which we track, so KRBL and Dawat are the ones which we picked up. And then, even in the cement space, companies like Ultratech Cement, which also corrected with the market correction. And in the infrastructure space, NCC, L&T, so these are the companies which we've added and which we feel, next 6 months to 1 year, with the market improving, we can see some returns coming from there.
All right, Neeraj, I wanted your view on escorts. We have further details out here, and the numbers actually are appearing quite disappointing because the revenues have come in higher by close to around 15%. But on the flip side, you have the EBITDA, that's the absolute EBITDA number coming in, degrowing actually by around 30%. So these numbers actually are disappointing because the margins continue at sub 8.5% order. And I'm looking through the segmental breakup. The smaller parts of their business, you have the construction equipments business, that at least has moved back into the black from, a loss in the previous quarter. And you have the railway equipments business that is contributing far more now in comparison to what it was doing earlier. Your view on the stock at around that 1,900 odd rupees?
I think as far as the margins are concerned, that has been the case for a lot of these companies. So top line has been steady, but the margins have not shown the kind of improvement which we expected should have happened this quarter. I think a lot of it also has to do with the freight cost, which has not come down for some of the companies, though material cost has come down, but the freight cost has still been heavy. So I don't really know the numbers of escorts as of now. I haven't really seen in detail, but maybe I think that may have been the case here also. And I think going ahead, I expect the margins should improve this quarter onwards, and another couple of quarters can be good for escorts. So I think one should look at the numbers very carefully and maybe use as opportunities if there's nothing else in the numbers to warrant any caution.